A gazelle on the Serengeti doesn't lie awake at 3 a.m. wondering if the cheetah it outran yesterday thinks badly of it. When a predator attacks, the gazelle's brain floods with cortisol, its heart pumps blood to its muscles, and it runs. The moment the threat passes, the gazelle stops. It lowers its head, eats some grass, and goes back to being a gazelle. Its stress response has a clear beginning, a middle, and an absolute end. And then there's us. We can sit in a perfectly safe, climate-controlled room on a comfortable couch with plenty of food in the kitchen and experience the exact same biological panic as a dying animal. Our hearts race, our palms sweat, our stomachs knot up. But there is no cheetah. There is only an unread text message, an ambiguous email from a boss, a memory of something awkward we said to a stranger 4 years ago. We are the only species on Earth that can look around at a perfectly safe environment and use our own minds to construct a living hell inside it.
We call it overthinking. We treat it like a personal flaw, a bad habit, or a glitch in our personality. But when 80% of a modern society reports feeling paralyzed by anxiety and chronic overanalysis, you stop blaming the individual and you start looking at the blueprint. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was built to do. It's just doing it in a world it was never meant to inhabit. To understand why your mind won't shut up, you have to look at the sheer scale of evolutionary history. For 99% of human existence, we lived in what scientists call an immediate return environment. If you were hungry, you gathered berries or hunted an animal. You ate, and the problem was solved. If it rained, you found a cave. The feedback loop was instant. Because of this, your brain evolved to prioritize immediate threats. It became a hyper-reactive scanning machine, constantly searching the horizon for anything that could kill you. But around 10,000 years ago, humans invented a completely new way of living: the delayed return environment.
Think about your life right now. Almost nothing you do today yields an immediate result. You go to work to get a paycheck in 2 weeks. You save money for a retirement decades away. You study for an exam to get a degree next year. Every choice you make doesn't protect you right now. It sends a ripple into an invisible, uncertain future. And this is where the evolutionary mismatch tortures us. Your brain possesses an incredibly advanced piece of neurological architecture called the prefrontal cortex. It is your simulation engine. It allows you to imagine futures that haven't happened yet, run mental experiments, and plan ahead. On the ancient savanna, this was a superpower. It let us predict where the mammoth would run or when the river would dry up. But when you place that hyper-reactive, threat-scanning simulation engine into a modern world where every outcome is delayed and uncertain, it goes into overdrive. With no physical predators to look for, your brain starts treating your social standing, your career security, and your text messages as life or death scenarios. It runs thousands of simulations a second, trying to solve an uncertain future that doesn't exist yet. You aren't just thinking. Your brain is desperately trying to build walls against an invisible threat.
So the moment you lie down to rest, your default mode network turns on its spotlight, searching through your memory archives for any social error or potential failure, forcing you to look at it over and over again. It treats your peace of mind as an acceptable sacrifice to ensure your survival. This is the psychological trap. We care deeply because we are wired to believe that if we stop caring, if we stop analyzing, everything will collapse. We treat our worry like an insurance policy. We think that if we imagine every bad scenario, we can prevent it from happening. But it's a lie. Your overthinking has never prevented a crisis. It has never changed the outcome of an unpredictable event. All it has ever done is steal your presence from the one moment you actually possess and trade it for a simulation of misery. You are burning your own energy to fight a ghost in a room that doesn't exist. So how do you turn off an engine that evolution spent millions of years building?
The answer isn't to fight your mind. When you try to force yourself to stop thinking, you are just thinking about not thinking. You're feeding the engine more fuel. The breakthrough comes when you change your relationship with the thoughts themselves. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who governed the largest empire on earth while dealing with constant betrayals, plagues, and wars, wrote a single sentence in his journal that serves as the ultimate off switch for a hyperactive mind. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism is often misunderstood as the art of suppressing your emotions, of being cold and unfeeling. But true Stoicism is simpler and far more radical. It is the strict practice of dividing your world into two distinct columns, what is radically within your control and what is completely outside of it. Your overthinking almost exclusively lives in the second column. You cannot control what people think of you. You cannot control whether the company downsizes. You cannot control how a past mistake played out.
When you realize this, letting go isn't an act of weakness or giving up. It is an act of supreme logic. It is looking at the simulation engine in your head and saying, this data cannot be solved. The next time your mind starts spinning a web of endless scenarios, pull your awareness out of the simulation. Look at the room you are currently sitting in. Feel the weight of your body against the chair. Notice the air moving in and out of your lungs. Realize that in this exact unsimulated microsecond, you are entirely safe. The cheetah is not there. The future has not arrived. The past has already dissolved. Your brain will keep producing thoughts because that is what an evolutionary machine does. But you do not have to believe them. You do not have to sit inside the hell it builds. We spent millions of years evolving the capacity to care so much because it kept us alive. But today, the ultimate survival skill isn't the ability to analyze. It's the courage to stop, to lower your head, look at the world around you, and realize that you are allowed to just be an animal eating grass under a quiet sky. The world will keep spinning whether you worry about it or not. You might as well let it spin without you for a moment.